Welcome back to TechQuest TV. My name is Kelly Lewis. We have had a fascinating show, and we are batting cleanup here with Adam Crockett from PC Parts. And this is just one of the things going on in Pennsylvania, just is real exciting, is all the innovations in the different sectors of the technology industry. Adam, welcome to TechQuest TV.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You guys are going gangbusters on the very, very end of life of a computer.
Yeah, really the goal is to extend the useful life of old technology, where most organizations tend to think that technology is now obsolete in their environment, and there clearly is additional useful life for technology in other sectors, other businesses, other organizations, and we're about reusing technology.
So PC Parts, you get a computer in and you start to dissect this thing, and there's value in these old computers.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of organizations today are considered electronic scrap recyclers or electronic asset disposition organizations, are all about extracting the commodities for recycle and resale, plastics and precious metals and other types of commodities on a worldwide resale basis, where we're really looking at components, hard drives, system boards, power supplies, fusers and maintenance kits within printers that are, as a refurbished repair part, can be resold to repair and continue the useful life of an existing piece of technology. So it's not so much whole unit remanufacturing, refurbishment, it's individual componentry, refurbishment and resale.
So a company will drop off, say, 10 printers, and you guys know how to dismantle them, and there's markets to buy and sell all these different component parts, or some of them?
Yeah, that's correct. So for many years we were buying a lot of this used technology on the open market from IT financing organizations or leasing companies. We were acquiring it from other brokers or other electronic scrap recyclers. And over the last year or so, we made a conscious decision here locally to become an electronic scrap recycler and reclaim that technology directly from the end user, a local business or the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, under a particular contract we have today, where we deal with all of their e-waste, as they call it. It's definitely not waste to us. And the goal is to buy some of that. Other stuff we receive and charge a small fee for proper downstream destruction and reclamation and indemnification. But yes, to harvest parts out, clean them, repair them, re-engineer them, refurbish them, and then sell those back to other organizations who have elected to keep technology longer, and when it breaks, instead of buying new, they want to actually just repair it and continue to use it. So again, it's about extending the useful life. And our primary customer is an IT services organization or an IT computer maintenance company that's doing that repair work for a local business here or anywhere in the United States.
Now, PC Parts, you're based in Harrisburg?
Based in Harrisburg, right here, about a mile away from the facility we're at today, located in a community economic development Keystone Enterprise Zone, which is a socially disadvantaged and community, a little bit of a depressed area. Really proud of the fact that we hire from our local community. We have about 80 employees here, right up on Paxton Street. So it's an enterprise zone. We've got a local ministry on site where we're giving back 2 times a month to the local community. And so in addition to shareholder return, which is important to the equity group that owns PC Parts and some other synergistic companies that make up our holding company, we're really about obviously hiring from the local community and giving back to the local businesses and the local population there, the local community who is in need of certain things that they can't get on their own. So we allow our employees to actually work at our ministry twice a month and give back to them through our local outreach center.
That's great. 80 employees.
80 employees.
And the growth has been interesting in that now the Department of Environmental Protection has now put out a certification, and you guys are certified with the state to do what you do.
Right. So over the years in electronic scrap recycling, there's been more and more focus, watchdog networks, government, public and private sectors are a little bit more conscious of what they're doing with their technology. The United States is not as much as it used to. We're not allowed to just take old technology and send it to China or India or another country and dump on them, so to speak. So we went full-fledged in our desire to be an electronic scrap recycler, got on a permit from the Department of Environmental Protection, and they come and check us out relatively frequently to see how we're doing, making sure that we're taking care of our downstream, as they call it, making sure components and whole units and printers and monitors and all those sorts of things are going to the right place. And as a reuse organization, as much as a recycle organization, DEP and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania recognize that we're about reusing technology, not just recycling it.
No, you've worked with a lot of large organizations to take care of their computers when they're done with them. Can just anybody show up and give you a computer? How does that work?
That's a good question. I mean, largely speaking, we want to focus on B2B, so we're doing more pickups locally in this area from a business perspective. We don't do a lot of chamber events. We don't do a lot of residential pickups. We do offer drop-off of PCs by individuals if they'd like to do that, and we'll provide them the certificate of recycling. But it's not a focus that we really market. It's not a focused area of the business that we're truly marketing here locally. It's more business to business, public and private sector.
Now, I imagine a lot of businesses have no strategy on what to do with their computers at the end of the useful life. And what are some ways that you're working on to get out to those businesses and tell that story?
That's a good question. I mean, our number one focus to getting to the customer and letting them know what they can do with their end-of-life equipment is through the channel. And what I mean by that is the IT services channel. So the same organizations that are providing repair and maintenance services are also providing tech refresh services. So it's that same organization that's working with an end user that will probably communicate the combined value proposition of using that organization in conjunction with PC parts and PC surplus recycling. There are other options. Obviously, organizations continue to cascade equipment through their organization and try to extend the useful life. There's clearly donation capabilities and tax write-offs. We're about doing it not for free, charging a reasonable, although small fee for proper recycling, and trying to gain the reuse opportunity for other customers.
Now, what do you see coming up in the future for PC Parts as a company and also for your industry? What are some of the exciting things on the horizon?
Well, there's a trend going on right now. The second half of 2010, there's going to be a continued tech refresh going on. Windows 7, probably a long delay of tech refresh across most of businesses due to the recession, where there's going to be some tech refresh, so there's going to be a lot of supply, maybe less parts needs, because people are going to be back into their businesses will be back into their in-warranty period, not of their out-of-warranty period. So there may be a small compression of parts business, our core business, but we do think our recycling services as well as our IT leasing services will grow with the increase in tech refresh coming in the second half of this year. So they'll insulate each other a bit. When recycling's up and IT leasing is up, parts is down. When parts business is up, then IT leasing and tech refresh is down. So they're a little bit concentric and a little bit of an insulation there from, so we're going to be focusing on that a lot probably the second half of this year.
Adam, PC Parts is a great story. Love them, based right here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, doing great stuff, growing as a company and adding value and doing it the responsible way. Yep. And making sure things are done the right way the first time. And to our viewers, PC Parts right here in Harrisburg, we got some information for you on our TV show. Adam, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
We'll be back next month with TechQuest TV. We've got an exciting lineup of guests. And if you want to see anything else, or you want to get your company on TechQuest TV, reach out to us, send me an email. We'll be back next month.